Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Now by this portrait mode, you guys probably know what we're going to do today. I know it's a little bit unprofessional. I don't have a tripod or anything. So we're going to go ahead and do the video like this when we do our teardown of this mouse. So why are we doing the teardown today, guys? Sorry about that. We actually got our new mouse today by HP. The video is coming out soon for this. I want to do some editing to the video and things like that. I actually really did mess up bad on the footage of the thing. The commentary didn't come out quite how I want it to be. However, I'll still upload it anyways, guys. You guys can honestly tell me what you guys think about my commentary. In that video, I just feel like it was generally horrible. But anyways, guys, we're going to upload it anyways because there's really no way to re-unbox this mouse. Especially when we got with this packaging, there's really no way we can recreate it. So anyways, guys, we're just going to go ahead and upload that footage. Anyways, today is the day we're going to take apart this mouse. You guys will just bear with me here. Okay, so, you guys remember we talked about this thing? So, basically, guys, pretty simple way to tear it down is this single screw right here. Just got to fit it in there. And, of course, you got to unscrew it. And this whole mouse is going to come apart in theory. Oh god, I need that screw still. And hopefully, guys, whatever's wrong with it, we can fix while we're in here. And I'll have a nice extra mouse for my other computer, because I do want to redo the project where, oh goodness sakes, look at that. Just comes apart like a nice little mouse. Okay. So pretty simple components, guys. Really, whoops. Okay, that goes to the case. We don't need to worry about that right now. It's pretty simple components, guys. We were just dealing with the mouse reel assembly here, which if you guys want to ever replace this, you go ahead and you just lift up, pull out, lift up, and there you go. Want to put it back in. This is the hard part. There you go. And it's back in, and we're all ready to go again. So pretty much this is as simple as the mouse board gets. It's got a few capacitors and got your LEDs. You got one right here, one right there. And got your wiring, of course. Guys, want to know the wiring schematic? I don't think you guys really need to know the wiring schematic for this. And of course, you guys got your little buttons right here too. So pretty simple wiring setup here. Pretty simple board, everything. Pretty much could see it when we're looking through the case anyway. So there's really nothing new about this. So I want to go ahead and take a look at is this little reel right here. We're going to go ahead and put that into focus. So you guys can see our little reel. I want to see what's wrong with that, why it's giving us such an issue, see if we can improve the accuracy of this thing. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and take our little reel off, our mouse wheel, I like to call it. No pun intended if you guys are thinking I'm talking about the actual mouse reels that you put into a mouse cage. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead, guys, and you can see there's our little reel. So pretty much the knob just spins this in here. And in theory, that's supposed to make it work. So you guys can see, I think the main issue is here. You guys can see that into focus. Come on, into focus. Sorry, guys. Not the best. Goodness sakes. Okay, that's as good a focus. There we go. Perfect. So you guys can see right there, we got a little bit of wiring right there. So that little metal wire is the whole issue with this thing, I'm betting. So you guys can see, it's actually digging into the teeth of this mouse. So we're going to go ahead, guys, and see if we can pry this away with my finger, or we might need some tools for this. It feels like we're going to need some tools. So I'm going to start off with a flathead screwdriver. Now, you guys, I want you to watch this very closely, because if you ever buy this mouse, it's very easy to break it, obviously. So you want to go ahead and be very careful with this while prying it apart. You want to move the wires away carefully. You guys can see they are soldered in, obviously, but still the connections are very weak. So you want to be careful with those as well, because we don't want to resolder or anything. So let me get the camera in focus first before we start prodding at this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, guys, and start prodding away. I'm going to go ahead first and see if I got my little... Hopefully I got my little tin here for you guys. Sorry about this. Okay. My little tin. My tin of magic, I like to call it. Because it's an old Sweet Tarts tin. You guys probably could guess what's in it. What we're going to use. pretty much a household common tool. And I'm opening it upside down. Whoops. We're actually going to use some push pins, because this is actually a really thin piece of metal. Obviously, you do not want to have this plugged in, which in my case it's not. I was actually thinking it was for a second, and I was about to say, uh-oh. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead. Obviously, if it was plugged in by now, I'd notice something. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and get this back into focus for you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start prodding at those little teeth, and we're going to start individually pushing these away a little tiny bit to basically get these out of the teeth, this wire out of the teeth. So now the thing about it, guys, is this will reposition itself naturally. So you know, if whenever it goes back naturally, you guys see a difference in the cord, pretty much leave it, because if you do it too much, then it's not going to work at all. So it's pretty much like heart surgery here. You got to be very careful. You guys can see I'm actually moving this, so you guys can see there's a bit of a space right there now, a little tiny bit, not much. We're going to go ahead and give that one more pull, because I believe that it can go a little bit more, and it's naturally lining itself back up again. Now, I don't know if we consider this an improvement, but I'm actually going to go ahead, guys, and give it one last pull just for luck, I guess. Just give it another prod. Okay. Definitely, there should be a difference. You guys should see a difference, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm a failure. I'm a failure as a YouTuber. So there we go, guys. We got that pushed a little tiny bit. We made an effort. Now we're going to go ahead, guys, put it back in its casing. So we actually, this is how you do the reassembly. So you're going to need the black piece at the bottom first. And what you want to do is put this piece in first. So obviously, you're going to look at it like this. It's going to be like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put our assembly back in it. So this is how our assembly goes in. In theory, hopefully we're doing this right. Whoops, we're doing this backwards. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this, stick this in like this. And in theory, this should click over into... No, we did this backwards, I think. If it doesn't go in properly, guys, and you know you did something wrong, there's times when you can agree that you did something wrong and not be too upset about it, because you can go back and fix it. Okay, so that's pretty much pressing down on the board as much as we're going to get it, so we know that's the natural positioning of this. So we're going to go ahead and put our little mouse reel back on. Guys, remember I told you how to do this. Be very careful when putting it back in, because you can easily bend this piece right here, and that's not going to be good. So you just want to get it right back in position, and that's actually more tighter than when it was. So basically, now the board, this actually set the board in the right position. So we're going to go ahead and put our casing back on. So with the casing, guys, you obviously know you got to rerun the cord underneath the board right here, and it's obviously naturally going to go in like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put our little casing back on. And why is that not lining up? So you guys, this is why you gotta be very careful, because this wire is not in right. That's why. Okay. This needs to be set down a bit more. Okay, there we go. And pushing it down in, and we got a nice click. So yeah, guys, just take a look around the mouse, inspect it, make sure everything looks okay. And then we're going to go ahead, guys, and put our screw back in. Now, this is the time when things could go absolutely wrong, because when you're flipping it, the board could slide out, and you have to take the whole thing apart again. So we're going to go ahead, guys, and put the screw back in. And we're going to go ahead and put our little pieces of the mouse back on, and we're going to go ahead and do our test. See if this thing fixed, and then hopefully, guys, we can start our project with the computer. Hopefully this will be a good mouse for our PC build. So we're going to go ahead, guys, and I'm going to exit out of this real quick because it's embarrassing. I'm just kidding. So we're going to go ahead and go to Amazon. I'm going to open this. We're going to go to Amazon. It's Christmas time, guys, so we're going to go ahead and see what we can buy off of Amazon. So I'm using my new mouse right now, obviously. It's a really nice mouse. I love it to death. You guys can see I made a joke about it being a bar of soap last video. It's definitely not a bar of soap. It's got more functionality than a bar of soap. So you guys can see we're scrolling through okay in this. Now we're going to go ahead and plug in our other mouse, which the one we just fixed. we still got the connector over here. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect our new one and put our old one back in and see if there's much of a difference. So let's go ahead. Okay, so that definitely is a lot better. You guys can see, last video, it was really skipping around. This video, it's actually acting like a proper mouse again. So that's the fix, guys. This mouse is officially fixed. It's good for our new setup. Perfect, guys. Just in time for when we're going to start our new setup. So pretty much, guys, that little assembly can fix a crappy mouse. Obviously, if that got that bad once, it's going to get that bad again. So that's going to be my problem, though, guys. I'll do that behind the scenes. But anyways, next video, guys, we're going to take apart my precious keyboard here, probably. I may or may not do this. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and take apart this beautiful computer, hopefully, because that thing is dirty. And we're going to go ahead and clean this thing up and have a nice new setup with our new bar of soap. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I helped you guys out with a mouse deassembly and reassembly. Believe it or not, this is actually the first mouse I took apart and actually went back together properly without breaking. So, congratulations to me, guys. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, favorite, and I will see you guys in the next episode.